going to start this by going into TJ-maxx. Who else loves TJ-maxx? Like, it can be so dangerous going in there because there's so many amazing deals and so many cute things that I just want to decorate my whole house. Like, I wished I had like just a bank account full of money directed just towards decorating my house, because I would spend the entire day in here just grabbing all of the things. But we got what we needed for this pantry, and we're going to move on into this pantry organization. So today I hope that you get all of the pantry organization tips that you need. I'm going to be providing so much. So if your pantry feels like it's crammed full of stuff and you just don't know where to start, this video is for you. So let's jump right into it. What's up, you guys? Okay, so I went to TJ-maxx and I found the cutest stuff, and I only spent like 60 bucks, which is super awesome because all the stuff that I got, so awesome. So I am going to be putting my pantry together with all of the stuff, but I wanted to show you guys what I got. So these little baskets were only $7.99 for these cute little wicker baskets. The way that they hold up is going to be awesome. I think those are going to hold up to what I need to put stuff in. And then I got a larger one. They only had one of these, so I just went ahead and grabbed one of these, and then they only had 3 of these, and I looked in different spots. So we're just going to try to make it work with what we got and kind of move from there. And then I also found these little containers. Let me get them out. All by myself, so I had to stack it all. Anyway, so these little containers come in a set. Look at the wood tops, so stinking cute. And it's like a bamboo organizing set, so I'm super excited about these because I can actually stick stuff in them and them still be super aesthetically pleasing. So let's get into this because I only have a short amount of time today to get this done, and so I want to make sure that we get it done and organized. I'm actually heading out of town for a little vacation, and so I want to have this done before I leave, which is in just like a couple of hours. So we're gonna throw this together, make it look aesthetically pleasing, and like I said, I only spent like 60 bucks to organize my pantry, and you can too. Just go to TJ-maxx. So TJ-maxx, Dollar Tree, Amazon is basically everything that's going to be in my pantry besides the food. So here we go. So we're going to start out by taking everything that is in the pantry, just go ahead and take that out of the pantry and start organizing it into piles. So the best way to do this, guys, and I do this with everything that I am organizing, like if you're decluttering, best advice that I can give you is organize it into sections. So I'm using my countertop and I'm setting things into sections. So I'm putting crackers in one section, I'm putting condiments in another section, I might be putting juices and like wines and things like that in another section, put rices in one section, your baking goods in one section. This is going to help you to be able to organize it into baskets or into those little cubbies or even just into categories whenever you go to put it back into the pantry. So hopefully that helps. Let's start putting this stuff together.
Why don't we go back to your bedroom?
So some of these containers I already had and some of them I didn't, but I am now taking things out of the boxes and I'm starting to organize them into these different containers. So I don't want my crackers to get squished, so I'm not just going to put that into my overflow bin. So the biggest bin that I have, you'll see in a little bit, that is going to be my overflow bin. That is where, like, if I fill up a container and I still have some left over, I will put it in a baggie and then put it into my overflow bin so that I can refill later out of that overflow bin. So that's going to be, you know, keeping a lot of my stuff. But like crackers and stuff, you don't want to get that squished, so I'm putting that in a bin. I actually put a bunch of my flowers and stuff that really are going to go into the refrigerator. I put those in one of these with the bamboo top. And so that just kind of gives you an idea of what to do there. And then of course, like, you know, snacks and stuff, you want to make those super easy to get to. So that's where I'm putting those in containers that are easily openable, and they're just right there that I can just, you know, utilize constantly, because those are going to be things that I'm using quite a bit.
I see a light in your eyes. I follow you so damn foolishly. You'd be the sweetest goodbye. Give me a heart trip exclusively. Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the Isle of you. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon.
So nothing takes up your pantry more than a giant tub of formula. So I have condensed this down into a container, and then I take the overflow and put it into a baggie, and then I put that baggie in my overflow bin, so that way I don't have the giant container that I have to try to figure out where to store. This just makes it so much easier, and then that container that I have is so much easier to just get the formula out of, and plus you're not wasting some of that formula that gets stuck in the bottom of the formula bin. I'm able to like actually get all of that out into the baggie, because I wrap the baggie around the top of the formula container and dump it all in there, so I get every little speck.
It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the Isle of you. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart.
So if you're getting anything out of this video, it is that I am taking all the big boxes, all the big containers, and I'm condensing those down. So like rice, I am condensing those down and I'm dividing them out into different baggies. So white rice goes in one, jasmine rice in another, wheat rice in another, whatever. I'm just putting that all into different baggies and then writing it on it and then putting it in my overflow bin, which is going to be this bigger basket. And so I've got an entire space that I'm going to just use for just this basket. So you can see I had a pile down here of all my overflow stuff that was left over, and really honestly that goldfish bucket I will come back later and put in a baggie. For some reason I didn't do that in this video, and I'm not really sure why, but I will actually put that in a baggie as well. So anything that has a big box or something like that that's going to take up a ton of room, you can just put in a baggie, and you're going to be able to get so much more into a space than if you were to leave them in the boxes. So this little spinner tray I actually got off of Amazon, so the link is going to be in the description box. These things are so amazing for your pantry. You can use these underneath your sink. My husband has so many jars of pickles, guys. It is ridiculous. Like, I'm constantly having to condense those, but to be able to put these on this spinner tray makes it so much easier, because I think he'll quit buying so many just because he can actually see what he has if he spins that around and just looks. Before they were just shoved, you know, in the back, and so he just kept buying more and more, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're overflowing me, dude, like, come on. So this is gonna help so much. So if you guys need one of those, get it. It's on Amazon, links in the description box. So this basket, I had to take it out and take everything out of the basket and then put it back in to get it to fit. I thought it was not going to fit, and I almost like cried. I was like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't even think about the wall being there and it like not fitting, but I got it in there. I just had to maneuver it and had to take everything out and then do it. The good thing about having baskets like this in a space is that you can now utilize that by pulling it out, and now you can see everything that is all in that space at one time versus having to crouch down and dig back in there and try to figure out what's going on in that space. This has made it so much easier for us to just see what is actually there versus having to dig. Stuff just gets lost back there if you don't have a way of sliding it all out. So this solves that problem. So now comes the part of putting everything in its place, and kind of the way that my thought process is stick stuff out in the open and easy to reach that I'm going to be using a lot. So things like snacks that the kids are going to constantly be trying to grab, or, you know, baby formula that I'm going to have to make several bottles out of a day, dog snacks, things like that. Put all of that stuff where you can reach it and put those in like your pretty jars that you're going to have like right there accessible. And then everything else can kind of go down below or kind of hidden. So the baskets up top have, you know, snacks and things like that in them, but they're also hidden. And then I have some of my other snacks that I know are going to be utilized a lot. Those are in my prettier jars that are right there. So hopefully that helps you a little bit in kind of knowing, you know, what to put in what jar and kind of where to place it in the pantry.
I really wanted to get it right. Trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight. Didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while.
So you guys will have to let me know down in the comments. Are you guys listening along with me? Are you guys cleaning along with me? Are you also organizing your pantry? What are you doing today? And how has this video helped you get motivated to do the things that you have to do around your home? Let me know down in the comments so we can connect.
All I wanted was to be loved. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. You will find.
So when my husband was building this pantry, I really wanted to make it a Butler's pantry because I needed the countertop space, just so I could put my coffee maker in here. And also, you know, we kind of have to use it as a little bit of office space because we just don't have that extra space in our home for, you know, making notes and just things like that. And we also run an in-home daycare, so we teach out of the kitchen, and so we really needed this space to be very functional for many things. And so that is why there is a countertop in here. That's why we did the Butler's pantry instead of just a regular pantry, because I realized that we could get so much more, you know, pantry space if we just did a regular pantry. But we really needed this for our home to be this way, to be more functional for what it is that we're having to do out of this space.
Cause those ups and those downs.
So this is going to conclude this video, guys. I really hope that you guys found organizational motivation and cleaning motivation for your pantry, and hopefully now you have a good idea of how to organize your pantry and some really good inexpensive ways to make your pantry functional. If you guys are brand new to this channel, make sure that you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more cleaning motivation and more organizational motivation videos just like this one. I also want to say thank you to all of my subscribers for supporting myself. For when you support me, you support my entire family, and from the bottom of our hearts, we just want to say thank you. And don't forget to leave a comment so I can connect with you. I always like to come back and say hello to you guys. And until next time, guys, we'll see you guys on the next one.